Are you thinking of moving to the South Bay? Well, stay tuned because today I'm going to give you 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about the South Bay of Los Angeles. Hi, I'm Shira Adatto. I'm a realtor and I've lived in the South Bay for 20 years and I love it here. Today I'm going to talk about 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about the South Bay. Now the South Bay is the southwest corner of Los Angeles. It gets its name because it's the south region of the Santa Monica Bay, and it's made up of about 15 cities, including Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, El Segundo, Hawthorne, Gardena, Torrance, Palos Verdes, and a few more. So today I want to talk about 5 things I love and 5 things I hate. Now hate is kind of a strong word. It's hard to think of anything you could hate about the South Bay, but let's talk about some of the negatives. So first off, I would have to say traffic. If you live anywhere in Los Angeles, traffic is going to be an issue. It's just a part of our life here, and the South Bay is no different. A lot of people move down here to get a little bit outside the city, in which case you might have a commute to either Los Angeles to the north or Long Beach or Orange County to the south. You're probably going to have to get on the 405, and that's never fun. So traffic, definitely a negative, but that's really true of anywhere in Los Angeles and not necessarily unique to the South Bay. Number 2, another problem universal to California, earthquakes. Can't avoid them. We live in California, we have to know that earthquakes are going to happen. Although I will say that I've lived here for 20 years and I've lived through some big earthquakes, but never had any major damage done to my home. They're a little scary when they're happening, shake up a little bit, but so far so good. And we do have earthquake insurance. So that's kind of another negative because most mortgage lenders will require you to carry earthquake insurance. It can be a little pricey, and they do have high deductibles when you do need to use them. Number 3 on my negative list, housing prices. A lot of the cities here are very close to the beach, and you're going to have prices, median prices in the 7 figures or multiple 7 figures in some cases. But of course, we do live near the beaches, so it comes with a cost. And again, this is not a problem so unique to the South Bay, it's pretty much true anywhere around Los Angeles. Number 4 on my negative list is the oil refinery located in Torrance. If you choose to live in any of the neighborhoods surrounding the southeast of Torrance, there is a large oil refinery there. It can affect air quality sometimes. Topping the list at number 5 of the negatives is what I call May gray and June gloom. So we have some unique weather here in the South Bay, and that we're close to the beach. A lot of times in May and June, we'll have a marine layer that creates a fogginess in the months of May and June. So while the rest of the world is celebrating the arrival of summer and wearing shorts and flip-flops, it can actually be kind of cool here in May and June. And we don't get the height of summer till later in the summer, maybe later in July, August, and sometimes summer will actually go, our hottest months can be September, October. We definitely don't have seasons here, which I'll just kind of combine into this number of 5. So if you're somebody who wants a definite summer, winter, fall, spring, the 4 seasons, we don't have them. So now let's move into the 5 things I love about the South Bay. And since we ended our negatives with weather, I'm gonna start the positives with weather too. We have the most amazing weather here in the South Bay. As a matter of fact, people who move here, they can almost never move away because the weather is too perfect. They can never give it up. It's almost always a balmy 70 degrees. It's usually about 10 degrees cooler than it is in Los Angeles, 20 degrees cooler than it is in the valley. In the winter, we do get some rain. It's not usually any colder than in the 60s, like the coldest days might be in the 50s, but that's kind of rare. Low humidity, good for the hair. It's just dry and comfortable. As a matter of fact, most of the homes up until about 10 years ago don't even have air conditioning because we just have these lovely ocean breezes which keep us cool. We may have some days that get into the 80s or 90s in maybe September, October. That Indian summer is when it might get a little too hot, and those are the 1 week or 2 weeks out of the year you might wish you had air conditioning. But other than that, We have such perfect weather here in the South Bay, and it's why we pay the big bucks. Number 2, definitely the beaches. We have some of the most beautiful beaches in Southern California here in the South Bay. Very well known are Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, otherwise known as the beach cities. They're really cute and quaint with piers and towns and restaurants and shopping and dining, which brings me to number 3, which is great shopping and dining in the South Bay. It's really becoming a food mecca here. And walk down downtown Manhattan Beach, you will have all different varieties of every type of food. A lot of foodies, a lot of top chefs are being attracted to this area. Number 4, schools. Amazing, amazing public schools in most of the South Bay cities. A lot of families in Los Angeles tend to send their kids to private schools because they don't like the schools within the Los Angeles Unified School System. A lot of the school systems here have their own unified school systems, great award-winning public schools, which brings me to number 5, which makes us a very, very family-friendly community. Because so many families moving here because of the schools, we have a very tight-knit, close, small town feel in most of the South Bay cities, with the advantage of being close to a major city and a major airport. You just can't beat it. So there you have it, 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about living in the South Bay of Los Angeles. If you would like a copy of my home buyer's guide so you can feel prepared for the home buying process, go to southbayhomes.vip where you can download that. As always, thanks for watching and make it a beautiful day.